Welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Welcome to Roll for Combat, 3-Ring Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure. I'm your GM and host, Steven Glicker, and in this week's episode, now the xulgaths are defeated, it's time to look for survivors, assuming Steelscale doesn't destroy the place in the process. So I don't really have a lot to talk about this week other than the Kickstarter. That's right, July 26th, Kickstarter.rollforcombat.com. A week from now, if you're listening to this right as it comes out. Otherwise, this is either happening while you're listening to this, or it's already happened. If it's already happened, then you can probably still order it as a late pledge at battlezoo.com. But for those who are listening now or within the next month or so, please go to Kickstarter.rollforcombat.com and you will be able to get a ton of cool stuff. You'll be able to get Battlezoo Eldamon, which will give you 2 brand new classes. One of them allows you to become an Eldamon trainer, where you can befriend Eldamon and then send them into battle and fight for you. The other one is an elemental avatar, where you can actually find an elemental Eldamon and embody it within you, and then use the powers of the Eldamon. Unlike other games where elemental powers are like fire and ice and water, pretty standard stuff, we have really strange elemental powers like metal, or music, or time and space. So you can do some really crazy stuff. Of course, we have the Year of Monsters, where you'll be able to get to play a monster. Every single month throughout 2023, we will be releasing a brand new ancestry. And all of these are really, really cool ancestries. Got things like intelligent weapons, we have gremlins, we have minotaurs, we have demons. You can play a Medusa type character where your hair is actually your pet. There's really cool stuff. So make sure you check that out. Of course, we have the brand new Battlezoo Bestiary with the 150 plus winners of Strange and Unusual. The winners from last year's RPG Superstar contest, all are going to be featured in this book. And we have the brand new Aberrant Soul archetype, where you can actually become an aberration, a monstrous PC. Starting to see a theme here, but you can actually take parts of monsters and graft them onto yourself and start getting monstrous abilities. It's really cool. We have the Eldamon's Battles card game, which is sort of a deductive reasoning type game where you're sort of bluffing your opponents. That you can get the entire first season on the Kickstarter. We have really cool Eldamon plushies. We have minis. We have Eldadex notebooks. There's a lot of stuff on there. As I said, this is probably 6 Kickstarters worth of stuff on one Kickstarter, because I'm crazy. In other news, the Battlezoo Bestiary, that's been going out to everyone. A lot of people have been getting it. They've been very happy with it. And the Dragon book, I think it just arrived in port. The Pathfinder 2nd edition version of the Dragon Ancestry book. The book itself. I believe I got a notice that it arrived in the port, so we just got to get a truck, get it to the warehouse, and we start shipping that out. So they are coming. They're coming. Just waiting for them to get into the port, get into the trucks, and then get to the warehouse, and then off they go. And if you want us to continue to do RPG Superstar, if you want us to continue to come out with these really great products, really do need your support, really need your help, make sure you check it out. Even if you just get the PDFs, I promise you get really good value for these PDFs. If anyone's seen our last ones, you'll see how much artwork we put in it. We put a lot of love and care into these things. Mark and I kill ourselves. We work all the time, constantly. This is pretty much all we do now is make these products, except for the actual play. But we make these for Pathfinder first, then convert them to 5e, so you get the best of both worlds. You get the complexity of Pathfinder in 5e. So for those of you who have actually been playing the 5e version of Battlezoo Bestiary Monsters, the most common review I get is, holy crap, these monsters are awesome. They do tons of cool things. And that's because what we try to do is actually keep the complexity and the various abilities from the Pathfinder monsters and make sure those are converted for 5e. So everyone wins. And we're going to do that the same for the Ancestries. We're doing that the same for the Adventure Path. Everything you get, you're going to get solid, really cool, complex, interesting monsters, interesting classes, interesting creatures for 5e, and of course Pathfinder. So once again, July 26th, Kickstarter at rollforcombat.com. Right now, you can just sign up to be notified, or if you're listening to this and the Kickstarter is live, well, you can get all that cool stuff. And Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode.
Last we left off, the performers fought flying dinosaurs and xulgaths who had attacked their circus performance. After fighting off the flying foes, the performers tended the wounded and got yelled at by Leordric for attracting the xulgaths in the first place. The battle had destroyed their big top tent, so the performers went to a nearby farmhouse to ask about getting a new one commissioned. And what did they find? You guessed it, more of those stinking subterranean skulkers, the xulgaths. After fighting more xulgaths on Triceratops who had burned down the farmhouse, the performers go to investigate further. Will they find the farmer's fricasseed? Will they be able to make progress on their quest to locate a new massive tent? Find out on this week's episode of A Roll for Combat's 3-Ring Adventure!
Yep.
Woo!
You never fail to impress me.
Thanks. It is helpful that it's always xulgaths. It's like, how many alliterative ways can I describe xulgaths? Not that many.
Well, we'll make it something different this time. How about that? So I think all the xulgaths and the dinosaurs are dead. And go.
We did have a 600 damage turn.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
You know what? I'm just going to make you feel a little better. You're level 12. They're level 8.
Yeah, they were weak.
Oof.
We know. Or at least,
So,
yeah.
Don't get too excited.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's like you saw that anthill? I stepped on it real good. I killed
Okay.
them ants like nobody's business.
Hey, we stepped on all the ants at the same time with chain lightning. It was really cool.
Great, kid. Don't get cocky.
Hey, it was amazing. Amazing. Let's see what happens when the 16th level creature fights the 12th level party. Let's see if it can top your 600 points of damage in one round.
So one thing you have to keep in mind, though, is fights like this are so important for game design because it helps the players really feel like big darn heroes and that they have a chance to feel cool and win, so that when they are up against that big solo super strong boss that they really have to work together and spend all their resources to defeat, that it really feels like the victory was worth it. So these fights actually have a really good narrative space to be like, oh yeah, no, we're cool. We rolled up on all these xulgaths and Triceratops and just absolutely destroyed them.
That's true. That's true. I do feel like a big darn hero.
So yeah. Okay. You did great. You killed everything dead. Now what?
And now we gotta look for survivors, as quick as possible.
Yeah. What was the state of the buildings? Was there fire or anything? I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, the barn was totally burned down, but I think the
Right.
farmhouse was still okay. Was that right?
Yes, let's see. Hold on.
So it appears that there's a set of double doors on the western side of the farmhouse. It's pretty close to where we're at. So I think Steelscale is going to scamper up to it, and as she runs up, she starts to shrink just a little bit, and she is now only large-sized.
What are you doing? Explain that in game terms so we understand this.
Sure, so in game terms, my cool dragon has a bunch of feats that make her bigger and bigger and bigger, and I have one feat that lets me change size between all of the different sizes I've unlocked. So I can go from whatever Steelscale's native size is, and all the way up to huge. And so, huge is my new default size, but I can still use that size change to be anything as small as where I started. So right now I'm choosing to go from huge to large. Yeah.
And how often can you do it? What are the, how long does it take?
It is one action. I can do it as much as I want, and it's a polymorph effect.
So you're a grower, not a shower.
Sounds about right.
Insert cricket sounds here. I'm very showy.
Yeah, you're right, Lauren. You aren't very good at jokes.
Aw.
Wah, wah.
I
thought it was good.
Thank you, Rob.
I got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, we all got it. I didn't think it was a good joke.
But essentially being a huge dragon is awesome when we're outside, but when we're going to go into a farmhouse and look for survivors, it's probably good to be smaller. So I'm going to just shrink down to large size and fly out, or scamper up to the door and knock on the door.
So what about fire?
What about fire?
What about fire?
So is there no active fire?
No, there's no active fire.
Okay, I was just waiting for my answer.
Well, we did see smoke in the distance, right?
Yeah, I just couldn't remember if there was anything actively on fire.
The barn house is still smoldering.
Okay, but no active fire.
No.
All right. Yeah, Altron will just follow after the group.
Okay, knock on the door.
Darius is still looking a little hurt, but we're not stopping to heal. So
Yeah, I don't think we're
let's
stopping.
just do this.
You knock on the door and no one answers.
Open it!
Hello in there. You're safe. The dinosaurs are dead.
Yep, Steelscale will open it and creep in, poking her big long neck in, her head in, and looking around.
The door appears to be blocked.
That makes sense. Hello? We defeated the xulgaths because we are mighty heroes. Can we come in and rescue you, please?
Who is this? We don't want any.
It is I, the mighty Steelscale, here to rescue you.
Oh no! Did you do more damage to our farm? Please, the xulgaths are bad enough. We don't need any. We don't need you, Steelscale. Please, don't destroy any more of our farm.
I'm here with some friends. We defeated the xulgaths. Also, your door's stuck. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna. It seems stuck, so I'm gonna force it open.
It's not stuck.
No, I'm sure it's stuck. Hold on.
What a miscreant.
32 for athletics
2.
to force the door open. It's stuck.
Ugh,
I tried to open it and it didn't go anywhere. So.
And you crush open the door, and of course, 2 adults, husband and wife, jump out of the way as you start crashing through their door.
Hey!
We barely have a farm left. You just destroyed our double doors. You're going to replace that, right?
Well, they were stuck. I fixed it. But now you can get out, and you're no longer trapped in the farmhouse, ready to die at the hands of the evil xulgaths.
They're all dead.
That's great. Thank you.
Do you need healing? Are you hurt?
No, we're okay. We've just been holed up in this house. It looks like the barn is gone and
Oh, yeah, no, the barn's totally gone.
all the sheep are dead and all the livestock has been destroyed.
Oh, do you think there's any around here? I'm feeling kind of hungry.
I'm very sorry to hear that. It might be best for you to come back to town with us.
Why?
Yeah, you get them ready to come back to town. I'm gonna go find some lunch. Oh, that really worked up an appetite. Here, sheepy.
Just if the xulgaths are getting active around and outside the town, they could come back. It might be best for you to come back to town is all.
We have nowhere to go. This is our home. We're not leaving our home. Why would you want us to leave our house? We need to fix it up. This is where we live. And with that, you see little kids appear behind the parents. Like, we're not leaving our house, are we, Mom and Dad? Like, no, of course not. We're not leaving our house. Why would we want to leave our house? We have to fix it up.
Because it's not safe here. There are dinosaurs and xulgaths, and they're ready to tear flesh from bone.
Okay, well, good thing we have you here to help protect us.
We won't be able to stay, though.
Okay, well, we'll take our chances. If we feel like we need help, we'll go into town, but this is our home and this is where we're staying.
Very well. Perhaps we can help you at least clean up. Darius, maybe we can start by moving the dinosaurs and xulgaths away.
Yes, we'll put them in a pit and dispose of the bodies.
But we need to patch you up. Before we do that, you look not great.
Patch us up. We're okay.
Oh, not
anything. Bring the dinosaurs and the sheep into the barn. We'll butcher it up and get some meaty steaks. Some good eating.
These dinosaurs are a blessing with all the food shortages going around.
That's true.
That's right.
Oh, gross. Oh my gosh.
We got enough food to last us next couple of months.
Brontosaurus burgers.
That's right, Brontosaurus burgers for the next couple of weeks. Kids are like, yay! And lamb chops. Aww. And one of the kids looks really upset. It's like, they killed Snuffy. Like, that's okay. We were going to eat her anyhow. We're just doing it early.
Lessons of life on the farmstead.
So the big question is, do I find any sheep to eat?
Ah, eat a dinosaur.
Yes, if you really want. If you really want to find... There's dead sheep all over the place.
Oh, good. Okay.
Atron's gonna walk around the farmstead, make sure nothing's hiding.
Oh, I'll come with you.
Whee!
That's what Steelscale is doing. She's walking on 2 legs and then holding, like, a whole sheep and then eating it as she walks around.
I feel like you have a cartoon character's bib with like a lobster on it before you eat.
Yes. Except instead of the lobster on the bib, it is just sheep.
Okay, you look around. There's nothing else here. There's lots of dinosaur poop, though. You gonna be cleaning that up for them too?
Nope, they can put that in their garden for some sort of compost.
Atron will make sure
Hey!
that Darius heals up before we start moving stuff.
That's all on you guys.
Darius, you take a minute and you patch yourself up.
Fine.
Steelscale, why don't you make yourself useful and drag some of them dinosaur carcasses into some of the barn? At least clean up some of the area.
Oh, yeah, okay. She just, like, tosses the half-eaten sheep carcass aside, which hits a fence and knocks it over. And then she'll grow back to huge size and start, like, dragging all the Triceratops into a pile, essentially.
Oh, at least you're good for something.
Yeah, we killed the xulgaths so they wouldn't kill you. We saved your life.
No, we're appreciative. We're just, that front door was an heirloom from my mother, and you destroyed it.
Oh, no. Well, it was stuck really bad. It just needs to be repaired. I can fix it up for you. Hold on, let me finish piling corpses, and then I'll use my real skills.
That's okay.
Yes, I'll be happy to help you, Steelscale, once we are done with those bodies. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And 2 of the kids, actually the children, come up to you and say, "Who are you? Who are you? Where are you? We haven't seen you before."
We are the Circus of Wayward Wonders, and I'll do some magic real quick to pizzazz. We're the circus who's in town, and we're also here to save from the xulgaths.
Circus, huh? In front of you, you see there's like twin boys and a little girl. And the twin boys look at each other, and they seem to have this weird ability to sort of like mimic each other with uncanny accuracy.
I mean, you did say twins.
They can move, and it's like they move in sync with each other. Is that right?
Oh, that's creepy. That's creepy.
It is creepy.
Sweet. Atron loves it.
And they say, we have this really cool ability. We want to show you.
Yes, please do.
Oh, okay. Look, watch this. And one of the twins asks you, I'll do it. Okay, watch this. Watch this. And they look at each other, and one of the twins goes off into the room. And then the other twin like tries to prop up the doors, so they're like kind of closed. And it says, "Here, let's go over here. Let's go over here." And like asks you to like go like far away from the front door.
I follow.
Yeah, Atron follows.
Okay, describe a scene. Give me a scene. Just describe it to me.
A fisherman catches a big fish.
Okay, fishermen capturing a big fish. Are they on the land, in a boat, on a pier? What are they doing?
Oh, on the ocean. On the ocean.
Okay, describe the fish. Is it like popping out of the water? Like, is there people with them? Tell me more.
Oh, they for sure pop it out of the water, and it's fighting a lot. That old fishing rod can barely take it.
Oh, okay. And then you go through and explain it in all this glorious detail. And then, like, as you're going through it, a few minutes later, the other twin walks out of the house carrying a very large sheet of canvas. And there is an exact picture of what you just described painted by the other twin.
Oh, very impressive.
You have some sort of psychic connection. That is awesome. Quite useful if you are interested in not staying here.
They look at each other and then they look at their parents. It's like, Mom, Dad, can we join the circus? We promise we'll do all of our chores.
We actually cannot hold the circus at the moment. Xulgaths attacked and heavily damaged our big top. We actually came here to speak to you about getting it repaired, get it made anew, even.
Oh. The parents look at each other and say, no, that's not a problem. We have a huge amount of supplies of canvas, and yeah, with a few days' work, if we take that old one, we should be able to patch it up, no problem. Give us a few days, and then maybe the twins can go check out the circus. I can see what it's all about, and if we like what we see, we'll let them join you, at least for a little while, at least while you're in town. I imagine that won't be a problem. How's that sound?
They are delightful.
That would be wonderful, thank you.
So I guess the parents, as you can actually see behind in their barn, there's actually a huge workshop here, and there's like tables with canvas and sewing materials, and this obviously is a pretty big operation, and there's tons and tons of supplies and cloth and more than enough to easily fix your tent. So they will arrange it, go to town, and take care of it after they butcher all the animals before they go bad. They have lots of salting and refrigeration to do.
Brontosaurus burgers for everyone.
How does that work in the land of Galarian? Like, it's like in the old days, you'd have to like salt everything, and, like bury it in the ground, keep it cold. Like, they literally just they must have ice boxes here, or at least like permanent cold boxes or something they can buy. You'd think that'd be like a booming business.
It's probably expensive to make things permanent like that, so big cities might have things like that.
Yeah, I've seen casks for salting, where they'll like cask meat in its salted state.
True.
I'm just wondering, like, do they sell like the box of cold? That's right, it's always cold all the time. They literally just take like a box and put like permanent coat of cold on it or something.
Probably, but it's probably like a luxury item, so if you're well-to-do,
Yeah, there's a huge difference between having an enchanted, like, cold storage, although if only one person can produce ice magically and get it delivered out, then you only need the one. Which seems more feasible. They're not that far from the city.
I will throw out that there is a recently released Vanessa Hoskins Adventure Path that has a permanently cold storage room.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
So canonically, in Galarian, there is.
Is that in the world of Alkenstar?
Yeah, it's in the Alkenstar Adventure.
Would you say that there are outlaws stealing said devices?
Kind of. You can dismantle it and take like the core magical bit of it and do stuff with it, but otherwise
Spoilers.
It's this whole room. Oh, well, whatever. If you play it and you run into the cold storage room, you can dismantle the device for extra cash and magical goodness. Yay!
I was somewhere that someone mentioned wanting to play that specifically to me. Completely unrelated gaming. It might have been while I was in Chicago. I'll have to remember. I'll think about it. Anyway.
I feel like farms in Galarian, farm hands sometimes come with Ray of Frost. Or like just the tiniest bit of cantrip magic. So you can Ray of Frost the cold storage and keep it cold.
Anyhow, back to the adventure. They will chop up them bits, have burgers for the next... God. If you think about these things, they're 15 feet by 15 feet. Like a moose, these are way bigger than a moose. A moose can last months. There's so much meat on a moose. I can't imagine this easily would feed them for a year plus. Like, no problem.
Nice.
Yeah, but the town is having food shortages. What will it do for the town?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I think they'll share it. They'll share the wealth. So, I mean, they have enough for, like, one of these is good for them forever, and then 3 more. You guys, you might be able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Kill dinosaurs, Feed the town. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, I could save a trip.
See, we've got it all wrong. We thought we were protecting them from the xulgaths. The xulgaths are a blessing. They bring all this meat to the town that we can help them slaughter.
Yeah, Ataran can teach everyone how to put the xulgath bodies in trees and use them to harvest food, just like the druids in Nadal.
Well, you don't want to eat the xulgaths. That's nasty.
No,
That's
you eat what grows in them.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Fungus.
I do not even know what you're talking about.
The druids in Nadal, they use corpses and they hang them in the trees and then they harvest like mushrooms and such that grow inside the corpses. I forget what they're called. It's in one of the Needleeds books. It's delicious lore. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know what they're called. They're called.
I was about to say that. They're called... Ew, that
Yeah.
is nasty.
It's like the corpse garden or something they call it.
Actually, yeah, I've heard of that. Well, you go do that, Ataran. They're just going to make some Brontosaurus burgers.
Oh no. Well, I think if I was trying to use that feat I have where I can terrify people, that's when I would tell them about it, but I'm not going to try to use that feat right now.
Why would you do that? Why would you terrify these people that are going to remake your tent?
Disturbing? No, I wouldn't. Ataran's never used it, but I have disturbing knowledge when I can tell someone a story and like utterly terrify them. That's where I will save that story for, when I need to terrify somebody.
Really? Alright, well, they're dead. You have two twins that are creepy. The Densert twins, who seem to telepathically talk to each other and know everything about each without any means of communication other than thought.
Yeah, Ataran will spend a little time talking with them, see if they can devise if they have any sort of latent magical ability besides that should be, fostered and encouraged, etc.
No, it's just creepy.
Cool. Hey, Ataran's down with creepy.
It's the 5th spell list. You have Arcane, Divine, Primal, Occult, and Creepy.
I love it. Sorry, kids. Not until the Dark Archive comes out. Then you can have spellcasting. Ataran will also help Steelscale fix the door.
Yeah, once she's done moving all the corpses together, she is going to use essentially her crafting skill to start figuring out how to not only put the door back, but maybe make it even better.
And Ataran just makes sure it actually works and won't break.
Let's see, crafting. Oh, it's actually a master crafter. Well, look at that. Steelscale makes it better.
Yay!
You did something right for a change.
Is Steelscale a master crafter?
I won't let it get to my head. Yeah, she's master crafter.
You're the one who's the bumbling fool all the time.
What?
Okay, not bumbling fool. More like,
Wow.
well, I don't know. What would you call yourself? 2 left feet?
Recklessly enthusiastic.
There we
Ooh.
go.
That's nice,
Recklessly
that's nice.
enthusiastic. There we go. Good enough.
And Ataran is happy to help.
All right. Well, you have done that, and I think your work here is done. Time to go back to town. Back to town. Dun,
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wasn't this our only lead?
Yes.
Well,
this wasn't
yes
your
and
lead.
no.
This is how you need to fix up your tent.
Yeah, we're not.
Okay.
We know where the problem is. It's more like we can't really approach that problem at the moment.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we have to side quest first.
Well, it's not that. It's that you don't know where the tower is exactly. I mean,
Right, we couldn't find it.
realistically, if you look at that map, and I was thinking about this, it is several hundred square miles of dense forest. There's xulgaths and a tower in there somewhere, and you don't know where.
Nope.
And even they not exactly sure, because no one's been there in 10 plus years, so even they're not like, oh yeah, you just go to this part. There's no GPS, so it's going to require a fair amount of time to scout and find it. I mean, it might take you days or weeks even to find it. So, and even flying overhead probably won't be help because there's no more light. And if, as you know, there's no Aeon Stone, so this thing's probably been heavily overgrown. So,
what a mess.
yeah, it's going to be tough to find.
Let's retire and go to Absalom.
Okay, adventure over.
We're
I can
super wealthy.
Start Jewel of the Indigo Isle, no problem. Here we go.
We could.
That's the end of the podcast, everyone.
Woo!
Wow.
Hope you enjoyed it.
See what happens? I get a cool dragon PC, and then Steven's like, and we're done.
Do we have
I didn't say we're done. You said we're done.
Do we have any way of leaving them? Any way to notify us?
They're going to come to town in like another day or two. They're coming right back. Yeah,
All right.
they'll be back.
So, yeah, Atron would say to the two parents, if we do not see or hear from you tomorrow, then we will come check in, okay?
Okay, that's fair.
Yes.
That's fair.
You are not far, but xulgaths roaming with dinosaurs. Hopefully this will teach them a lesson to bother you again. I am sorry for your barn.
Yeah. Well, it's a good opportunity to rebuild it anyhow. It was kind of falling apart, and blessing in disguise, perhaps. It's not that hard to build the barn. No one was killed. Everyone was safe, and most importantly, our workshop that had all of our inks and paints and supplies and canvases and threads and needles and looms. So that's what we really needed. And that's all safe.
Oh, well, I know a thing or two about workshops. Can I help you rebuild it? I can knock down some trees and bring some lumber, and sure, yeah.
Sure, you can. Yep. You can rebuild that barn all you want.
I mean, not by myself. I could do it by myself, but I'll definitely help.
Okay, well, then start going.
Okay. And then Steelscale scampers off to the closest, tree line, and moments later you hear trees crashing down.
Atron, jumps a little every time.
Poor Steelscale gets no respect.
You know what? No, that's helpful. That's
Yeah.
you know how hard it is to knock down a tree. Good use of dragon strength. Knock down them trees. Bring him over.
Drag them back.
Seriously, that's actually very, very helpful. They have improved their disposition on Steelscale.
Woo! Look at that.
Destruction equals productivity. Look at that.
That's right.
Very impressive.
Yay.
Maybe now I will check back on the priestess and see if she is as busy.
So we're heading back to town?
Yes.
You're back in town.
Sounds good.
30 minutes later, Steelscale gave a whole bunch of trees. All the bodies are stacked up. It's actually not so bad. You left the place in better shape than you left it or came to it. One of those two.
I am going to go back to the Temple of Air still. I want to make sure that I can help since we are back, and otherwise I will...
With what?
The people that were hurt and needed tending, healing, and...
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Atron will add, and then once Priestess Frint has a moment, I will talk to them about the odd nightmares that we are having. And so, it's right on the center square, so as we head into town and head to the center, then Atron takes the very small walk into the temple. So
Okay, well, you can help out with the healing.
Yep.
And spend the rest of the day with that. The nightmares...
Yeah, I would wait till she's free or taking a moment and is okay to talk.
Yeah, she doesn't... She's heard of occasional nightmares like this, but nothing major. I mean, it could be... Sometimes people that are new to town sometimes have weird dreams. She's heard of that in the past, but not too often. I mean, it's not something that happens a lot.
I was worried at first it was something related to, unfortunately, my mother, but maybe it is... Well, I was worried, considering the nature of them. It was something foretelling a calamity of some sort here, but maybe it is some nexus of power because of the corruption of the Aeon Tower or something.
Well, could be anything. She's not that concerned about it. Again, she's heard of this sometimes when visitors come to town, but again, not common. And more importantly, she's got so many other things to worry about. It's are you hurt? Do the dreams hurt you in any way?
No, they have just been very vivid.
Well, I would suggest you keep a little journal next to your bed and take some notes and keep a little dream journal, and as they occur, maybe jot them down and we can compare notes and see if there's any signs or portents that mean something.
Very well. I appreciate this guidance. Thank you.
Yes. She's actually being serious. It sounds silly, but, it's hard to decipher dreams.
Dream journals are important. You wake up, you gotta jot it down before you forget.
Mm-hmm.
So Atron helps there for the rest of the day.
Sure. And I presume, do any of you go tell the mayor of what happened, or anyone? Or do you just go back to the circus and try to clean up the mess?
Do we know how to find the mayor?
Oh yeah, you can find the mayor. She's pretty easy to find. You sort of wander around town. It's not a huge town, I mean. And she's always like sort of bopping around, like you can just ask someone usually. And at night, they're almost always at the inn where you've been staying. So like that's sort of like the gathering place for everyone. So you can find her easy enough. Mayor Vandy. Can't get rid of them. The Vandys are everywhere.
Well, we can go find the mayor then.
Okay. You go look around. Takes you like half an hour. You find the mayor. She's like, "Oh, did you get your tent fixed up? Is that all worked out?"
Well, it's in the process of being fixed. But more importantly, you should know that there were xulgaths assaulting the farm. They're all dead now.
Huh. Xulgaths, you say?
And here's some dinosaur meat that we dragged in.
Ooh, dinosaur meat? Ooh, delicacy. We will... Wow, that's a lot of meat. This is excellent. Excellent, huh? Maybe you can find more of these xulgaths and more dinosaurs.
There's plenty where this came from.
I think this is a great... This is great. Oh, this is excellent. I heard there was some dinosaurs tromping around nearby, but... Oh, yeah, if you find any, please kill them and bring us their meat. This can feed us for a week.
Will do.
Good job. No, was anyone hurt? Anyone killed? I mean, well, besides the xulgaths and dinosaurs, that is.
Doesn't look like it.
That's good. The family was okay?
Yes.
All right. Good job. Look at this. You put on a show, and, some people got hurt and died. But then you go and kill xulgaths and feed the town. Tough life out here, but doing a good job. Anything else for the rest of the day?
Gosh, we are running out of leads.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it. Let's see. You got a town to feed. You got a tent to fix. You got a circus to fix. That's going to take you at least a week or two.
Yeah, I think at this point that Atron would want to ask the mayor about any other, prominent areas outside of town that the xulgaths might attack.
Well, now that you ask, why don't you come to my office and I'll tell you something that might be worth your while.
All right, yeah. Atron would tell the others for anyone who wants to attend.
Well, we're obviously all going to.
Yeah, we're all going.
Okay, you all go.
Yeah, we definitely want to go.
Well, first of all, I just want to thank you so much for coming to Willowside. Your circus has brightened things up in a way that nothing has for a long time. Even with the dinosaur attacks, people still had a good time overall. I mean, to be honest, after it was all said and done, we were able to heal nearly everyone, and the deaths were a minimum. So it was, if you're going to going in the way of a circus, not such a bad way to go, especially since the wealth's taken over. But even so, you brighten our spirits with your shows, and you've protected our town with your skill at killing those giant fly traps and killing those dinosaurs and flying xulgaths and those foes at the Dendrit farm. I tell you, you've been doing a great job.
Thank you. We're happy to help.
Now, I hate to ask this of you, but I must, for the town's sake. I know the dinosaurs have killed some people and other folks have simply left town, but there's perhaps something else going out in the swamp. You see, a few hours east of town is this gambling hall and entertainment venue called Fortune's Hall. The owners, the Caristers, have been big supporters of the town, despite being so far outside of it. For the past few weeks, no one's heard from anyone there. Not the Caristers, not their staff, not any of the regulars who were out that way. A few people went to check, but they didn't come back. And that was about when the reports of dinosaur attacks started, so I'm assuming the dinosaurs got them. And the folks at Fortune's Hall, for that matter. But a few days ago, one of the horses from Fortune Hall showed up here in town. And the poor thing, it almost starved to death, and it had an unusual bite on its leg. Strangest of all, someone had written "The fun never stops" on the side of the horse in purple paint. Well, anyhow, Guardstick Vic got the horse all cleaned up and fed, but it's too scared to head back home. Something strange is going on at Fortune's Hall, and it doesn't seem related to dinosaurs or the Welt. And I'll tell you, I don't know if Willowside can withstand yet another threat. We have so much going on. I can't even fathom what is going on over there at the hall. So would you mind investigating it for us? I know it's dangerous, and you're better able to look into this than anyone else, but perhaps the Banyan boys.
Yes, I wanted to know what other areas outside of town the xulgaths might target. This obviously seems like one, so Ataran looks at the others, but I don't think anyone would disagree that we should go check it out tomorrow morning.
We should.
Oh yes, tomorrow morning would be fine, because it's quite far away and it's too late to leave now. So I would suggest you leave first thing in the morning.
Probably best. As much as we have had now our disagreements, let the Banyan siblings stay here at town and protect the area that they know. We will venture out.
Yeah, I mean, they might be able to handle it, but quite frankly, it's pretty far out, and they've been protecting the town and really just helping distribute the food that you've gotten, and be honest, they're really a big moral support for the town, even if they don't do much other than, stay here, but a lot of people look up to them. I know they can be blowhards and a pain in the butt, but they do provide a moral support for everyone.
Yes, a symbol is strong, and if it provides hope, that is how priests draw their power, through a symbol of their deity. So actual people doing things for their town would actually be a symbol that is meaningful too. So that makes sense to me. Thank you, Mayor. Is there any other place that we should know about?
Right now, I would say not really. Most people nearby have come in. As I said, that's probably the biggest community outside of town is the hall. I mean, it's pretty popular at Fortune's Hall. A lot of people visit it. It's a fine establishment. It's got entertainment, gambling, even has theater in it. It's a pretty strange location, kind of in the middle of a swamp, but it's kind of to get around the illegalities of what they do over there. All good fun. Nothing illegal. Just gambling.
I mean,
a little bit of side hustles here and there, but it's all done on the up and up.
When did this horse return? Maybe I can check this bite wound or scar.
Oh, definitely, sure, of course. A few days ago, the horse just wandered in, and it was like in really, really bad shape.
Where would I find the horse?
Oh,
hard stick Vex something?
Just go to Rick. He'll show you the horse, and you'll have no problem investigating it.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. And she gives you directions, and Fortune's Hall is 2 hours east of Willowside. Very straightforward. There's actually a wagon trail that's a wide rutted road.
Say that 5
between
times fast.
Fortune Hall and Willowside that is pretty well traveled. So
nice.
It's actually easy to get to. But good 2 hours though outside of town.
So Atron will go to where the horse is being stabled and kept to see if they can figure out anything from the wound or the horse.
Sure.
Hap, can you speak with animals?
Well, I can try. I don't know if this horse wants to talk.
I think, even if I can maybe get something from the wound or scar, if you can actually, one, calm the horse, it would be good. But if the horse actually can give you anything meaningful that could help us.
So I do actually have the class feature Wild Empathy, but it's kind of specifically vague how it works. It says I can communicate with them on a rudimentary level.
Oh, I thought you had the spell and it talked, because Riley's done that before.
Oh, I got rid of that once I took Wild Empathy.
All right. Well, hey, that's why we ask.
You can see what you can do. I mean, if you had speak with animals, then you could have talked with the animals.
Steven's like, got a jar of peanut butter, and he's like, oh, good, I don't have to spread that on my gums.
Not at all. I had a whole speech worked out for exactly what the horse was going to say.
Well, I mean, I do have Wild Empathy, so, I mean, that is the thing that you use to communicate with animals.
I literally have it written out here. The horse will do this, that, and this. You can communicate and have a whole conversation with the horse.
Well, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
All right, let's buy a scroll of Speak with Animals so we can get the conversation.
Too late. Well, or you could do that.
We have Wild Empathy.
It's not the same.
It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not the same.
I don't think Wild Empathy is as good as Speak with Animals.
Yeah, no way.
It's not the same. That's like, well, you have wild empathy with your dog. Let's see, does your dog communicate back with you in full sentences?
He used to.
Used to.
I don't know, maybe?
I'm telling you, maybe in your mind. Let me tell you, no, it does not, okay? Wild empathy is what we have here on planet Earth. Speak with animals, no one has that yet. Don't have magic, don't have the ability.
As my brother will say, druids sometimes have wilderness whatever, and you never know what they're going to do with it.
Lauren just feels bad now she can't, talk with the horse.
It's okay, Lauren.
That's why I took Wild Empathy.
Yeah, it's the lesser version.
Oh, we'll go through it, don't worry. It'll tell you what it knows.
It'll tell you its current empathic feelings.
That's right. It'll be like
It is scared.
Humiliation of being drawn on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
there
gonna
you
be like you're talking to a Peanuts character. Anyhow.
Oh, that still sounds worth it. Let's go talk to it.
All right, let's go.
Well, yeah, either way, I want to look at the wound.
So you go over to Garston's place at the edge of town. Sure enough, you find a horse tied to a fence post. And you can tell it's mostly recovered from malnutrition, but it bears a badly healed leg wound that looks like a bite from something.
Darius, can you help me look this over, and then we should fix it?
Yeah, let's do that.
So yeah, I want to try to look it over, see if anything from the bite incision, the marks, the size.
Are you doing a medicine check, or what are
Anything.
you doing?
I'm hoping to do a recall knowledge, even to a rudimentary degree.
I'll do a medicine check as well.
Rudimentary degree.
Yeah, it's definitely...
That's what you call fission.
Well, I mean, people identify animals from bites.
1.
If I'm like, oh yeah, that's the Triceratops again,
Yeah.
True. Darius,
Nah, messed it up.
you're like, yeah, that's Xulgath, all right. Xulgath all the way.
It could be a Xulgath bite, or I'm not really sure. It's been a while since it's gotten bit.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll something,
No.
Stephen, or you'll do it? Okay.
I rolled for you.
Just want to make sure.
You look at it. You have no idea what did this. However, looks like a bite from something with a wide mouth and many, many tiny small teeth. That is not what Xulgaths have.
Or dinosaurs.
Or dinosaurs. You have not seen something with a wide mouth. Now, again, you've also seen lots of, mutant Xulgaths, so maybe this is a new mutant Xulgath that you haven't seen before, you're not aware of.
Okay. Yeah, so Atron looks over and says, wide mouth, many, many myriad small teeth. I do not know. This is no Xulgath, and not at least any of the dinosaurs we have run into.
That's no moon.
Well, Darius, hopefully you can help the horse's wound then.
Yeah, I just patch him up.
Okay. You can patch him up. Use that one medicine check again.
I use all assurance the horse. It can't be that hard.
You'll assurance the horse, of course.
Yeah.
Good job, Darius. Okay. You assurance the horse. Make it feel a little better. It seems a little jumpy, a little scared overall.
Hap, did you want to see what you can glean from the horse?
Well, that depends. on what my character knows about her ability to communicate with animals.
You have a connection to the creatures of the natural world that allows you to communicate with them on a rudimentary level. You can use diplomacy to make an impression on animals and make very simple requests of them. That is what you can do.
Yeah, so it's more about giving directions, huh?
It's more about putting them at ease and having them follow you or eat from your hand.
Yeah, like
or
simple stuff.
Yes, that's what it can do.
I don't think it would really be, can you tell us what bit you?
Correct.
Yeah, no.
Right.
It's more like toddler handling.
Unless you show it flashcards of different things, and the
Oh, yeah, that might actually work.
and the one that gets the most nervous at.
Oh no.
All right. Well, Atron would still ask.
The horse just looks at you and licks your face.
I'll use wild empathy to make the horse happy. It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Okay. The horse definitely is happy to have the attention and being healed. And if you give it any food, it would be very happy.
Do we have any carrots or apples or things?
Sure, I just bought a whole load of it.
I'm sure Atron does.
Yeah, let's give it a carrot.
It eats the carrot.
There you
Very
go,
happy.
buddy. There
Very
you go.
happy. And there's no more paint on the horse, by the way. That was all washed off.
Right.
It's given a nice big rub down. It's all clean.
Atron takes out a jar where they have some fermented cabbage. Offer some of that.
Yum, yum, yum. Cabbage. Eats up all that cabbage.
There you go.
Yum, yum, yum. Do you have any turnips?
We must.
Yum, yum, yum,
Ew.
yum. Mom eats them turnips raw.
What is with Galarian and turnips? Like, everything in Galarian is all about turnips.
That's me.
I see.
If it is okay with all of you, before we turn in, I would like you to stay with me as I want to consult the spirits here in town before bed, see if they can tell me anything of these nightmares.
Are you saying we all sleep at the inn or something?
No, just stay with me for a moment while I do the ritual. Then go to your rooms or stay at the circus as you wish, but I will stay at the inn. And much like I did at the Vandy house long ago, trying to see what the spirits would tell me, I wish to do the same now.
Okay, what's that?
Atron wants to take everyone back to the inn, go to their room, and I want to use the Consult the Spirits feat. Spend 10 minutes, make a recall knowledge check. The DC is determined by the GM. Of course, it's up to you. And then based upon what I get for success, critical success, however, I get to talk to the spirits in the area and ask them a question. You've learned rites or meditations that enable you to perceive minor invisible spirits within a place. It's how I contacted the spirit in the Vandy house, that one. So I haven't used it in a bit. I figured this is the right time that Atron would try to use it.
Okay. You spend 10 minutes. Everyone holds hands, sings Kumbaya. You can attempt to recall knowledge with your chosen skill.
Which is occultism. Yeah, Atron draws a circle. Will probably light candles both black and white. And numerous runes. Primarily probably in Draconic, touch in probably some Sylvan, some Aslanti, and we'll then chant out and reach out. So you want me to roll this?
It's recall knowledge. I do it.
Okay, yep. So occultism against whatever your DC is.
Secret roll.
Secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel.
That's a different show.
Secret tunnel.
Okay. You consult the spirits. Who dares disturb us? That's you.
Oh, they actually answer. Okay, they answered that. I wasn't sure if you were. I wasn't sure if you were gimmicking me.
It sounded like you were joking.
Yeah, it sounded like you're just being silly.
What's your question?
So Atron just breathes out into the air. I am Atron, and these are my allies in the fight against those that threaten this town.
Acheron, we've heard of you. You may ask us 3 questions.
Oh, snap!
What is your name? What is your favorite color?
Let's see.
3 questions, really? Yes. Really? Yes. Really? Yes.
No, let's see. I'm just reading the rules officially. Is there something specific about this town that creates the nightmares that we have had?
Yes. Ever since they've lost that Aeon Stone protecting them, forces of evil have been creeping into this town without their knowledge. They don't even know it, but you do, as you're new to town.
Is the thing that causes these nightmares to the new people in town something here in town itself or at the tower?
It's at the tower. The town is safe. It was, at least, until the tower lost its protection.
That's scary.
Should I go venturing to find the tower now?
If you wish to find the tower, then yes, you should go now.
Thank you, spirits.
Oh, don't thank us. We did it because we were compelled to. Whoosh,
Dun, dun,
disappear.
dun.
Acheron blows out the candles. I am not sure those spirits were actually happy with me, but I guess they didn't tell us anything we didn't already suspect. Thank you all for staying with me.
You're welcome.
Hey, that was right spooky.
Yes, I talk to ghosts and such sometimes. The dead are far nicer than the undead, yes?
Most of the undead I find I just bash and bite and claw and kick.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head back to the circus and get some sleep. We can head out to the gambler's den tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds fine. I'll meet you in the town square as usual.
Thank you all.
Oh, not a problem.
Everyone give me a will save except for Steelscale.
No!
Darius
Oh.
is fine. Hap and Atron. Why do you always roll so poorly? Who wants the first?
I'll take the first one.
Yes. You'll take the first one?
Yeah, 8 on the die. Not great.
Your will save is so much better than mine.
Yeah, why is your will save so much less when we rolled the same on the die?
I have a plus 18.
Yeah, I get that, but like we're both experts. Like, is your wisdom real low?
I have a 12.
Huh. Okay.
It's not low.
That's low. 12.
That's low. 12
That
is
is
low. I hate to break it to you. That's low.
My wisdom's an 18.
Yeah, that's it. My wisdom's 18.
Yeah. There you go.
Don't ask me what my wisdom is.
Yeah.
8.
I don't know.
Anyhow.
It's higher than average.
Sure, you're better than your average, crab.
Yeah, barely.
Where are you guys putting your boosts then? Like, I have high charisma and int and dex, some con.
My wisdom's also 12, like my lowest stat is 12, and it's tied 3 ways. But my strength and con are 18, and my intelligence is 20.
My strength and intelligence are 10. I'm not strong, and I'm not book smart.
My intelligence is just 10. Everything else is... I have a high con, high strength, high wisdom.
I put my brains into my muscles.
That's what it is. I have a 16 dex, a 14 con, a 20 int, and a 19 charisma. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hap, you wake up.
Oh, well,
in
that
your
wasn't too
room.
bad.
Yeah, it's not so bad. And then as you get out of bed and put your feet on the ground, you feel splashing.
What? It
Oh, no.
shouldn't be wet in here.
No, it should not be wet in here. And you're looking around and you're like, why is it wet in here? And then the water is rising
Oh, no.
and rising. And you're trying to get up, but your feet are stuck. Feels like they're pulled down in seaweed and muck, which also shouldn't be in your tent. And you're like, oh, help me. And you're like crying out. And your dog isn't anywhere. Riley is nowhere to be found. And the room is quickly filling with water. You're splashing around. It's up to your chest. You're trying to pull your legs out. It's up to your neck. And you're like, help. And it's like going up over your head. And you're drowning. And you're looking around. And your entire room is filled with water. And all your stuff is floating. And you're thinking, oh, great. It's all ruined now. and you're about to suffocate and die, and then you wake up.
These damn nightmares.
Atron's is much easier. Atron is just sitting around a campfire, having a meal with everyone, being relaxed, and you're having fish for dinner, one of your favorites.
Ooh.
And you go and get the fish, and it's a whole fish. And you go to poke the fish. Suddenly the fish looks at you and opens up its mouth and starts biting you viciously in the face. You're like, ah! And you're like grabbing it, but it's all slippery and stuff. And it's just biting you and ripping off pieces of your face. And you're like, help! I'm being eaten by my dinner! And the thing is just like ripping you and biting you and starts gulping down your head, and you feel like you're going into it, even though that's impossible. The fish is tiny, but somehow you're squeezing into it, and you're suffocating as the fish is devouring you, and you wake up.
Ataran heaves a few breaths. Well, I have tried to be a vegan, but apparently that is not working. What? And Ataran will pick up their book and put notes about their dream, just like they promised they would.
Notes? Fish, meal, ate me. Chips, delicious.
Yeah. Stick with fried potatoes. Got it. Then I get ready.
Darius was totally fine. Nice, peaceful dream.
I was just dreaming about eating fish.
Oh, well, there you go. Except in your dream, you ate the fish. Fish did not eat you.
I ate the fish.
Just let me know when I become an evil monster.
Oh,
Soon enough.
It already happened.
Shh.
Okay. So you wake up. Everyone's ready. Go. Are you going to do anything? Or hi-ho. It's off to Fortune's Hall we go.
Let me just check my spells.
Yes, off to the hall we go.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything specific to cast.
Kind of surprised no one did any rumors. I had a whole page of information on the hall, but let's just go to it blind. Let's see what we find out. Woohoo!
Can you believe that the Snow White movie is from 1937? Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Ataran will gesture towards the heavens. Halishamet. Cast False Life.
Woohoo.
Steelscale looks up at the sky.
Darius punches his hand, and a little bit of thunder peals. Let's go.
Violet energy flows down from the heavens and into Ataran's mouth. Yum, 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 yum.
So, you head on
Should we ask around about this place before we leave?
in a couple of hours, though.
Yeah, all right. We can just go in blind. That sounds like the Steelscale way.
Well, Steelscale would know a little bit about this place, because you're local.
Ooh. Yeah, what does she know?
Give me a number from 1 to 6.
Oh, 3. It's a magic number.
You heard... You know what? I'll give it to you. Let you do the voice. Here we go.
Cool.
Give me a second.
As I sit here waiting for the private message to come in.
Just easier this way.
Oh, I know all about that Fortune's Hall. The 2 people who run it, there's Cisna and Palbin. Anyway, they've been running for years, but they've been acting kind of, desperate in the last several months. Like, lots of promotions and sales that are on, hastily written flyers. And I don't know. They seem like they're really trying to get people over there, especially the last few months. But this wealth is just ruining everyone's livelihoods. And so, people don't have as much money to go out there and spend on them. But I don't know. They were telling me last time I talked to them that they're worried about the town's future because they think that if the town goes down, then they just lose their business automatically. And they never thought the whole town would just fall into such a depression like this. So, I don't know. That's all I really know about them.
I had not thought to ask around town about much, considering the person that went to find them did not return, but maybe it's worth seeing if anyone else has visited in recent times that might know more.
They might be in danger. We shouldn't spare any more time.
I don't disagree, Hap, but maybe I'm not as optimistic as you are. Darius, what do you think?
I believe we should just go and see.
Very well.
And make a determination then. If we second guess, we'll go in and a different attitude than we should. I believe
would not...
the whole town is under duress. Who knows how they are reacting?
Yeah, I would not trust anything we see. I have increasingly bad feelings about this town, and just because I dreamt of a fish dinner eating my face off last night.
Oh.
Oh, you should just eat it back. That's what I do.
No, thank you.
I dreamt I was a fish eating meat. Oh no. That was a great dream though. I loved it.
Yeah, mine was painful, but very well.
Is there anything we can do at night to protect from these visions that we sometimes have?
I don't know.
A ritual that I don't know enough about magics to do that.
I will think on it, maybe. Chilagosh has an idea. And we head east.
You head east. As I said, it's very straightforward. There's a wagon trail on a wide, rutted road to the east.
Ruh-roh.
Woo!
Ruh-roh. As you head over, you do find dinosaur tracks along your journey, as you did on the way back from the pier. And the dinosaur tracks are sort of like crisscrossing here and there, but you don't see any, or hear any, or smell any xulgaths, or hear anything out of the ordinary. And it's pretty quiet because of what's going on with everything dead. So, although you see tracks, you don't see any dinosaurs or xulgaths. So, anyhow, you continue along your way. And sure enough, off the main road, there's signs. You can see Fortune's Hall, 30 minutes. Fortune's Hall, 15 minutes. Fortune's Hall, 5 minutes. It's like constant billboards advertising Fortune's Hall. Won't be able to miss it. Then you see the sign that points to Fortune's Hall, and there's a small road leads to the north. Let's put you on the map.
Before we go in, I will use my eye to see what we can scout inside or around.
Ah, yes.
Boo!
Yay!
As always, I'll cast my Long Strider spell.
You gotta tell me before you're gonna do that, because then it messes up my whole, like... Just tell me beforehand, just so I could, like...
They're gonna do that like every time.
Well,
How far before?
yeah, I'm sorry.
Before you go to the
This is
area.
before.
Well, before you go. Because I'm putting you on the map, and I gotta redo everything. And I gotta, like, reset, like, things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, in general, I will always try to use it as we approach a new area. If I know ahead of time we're going there anyway. Like it's a good example. If we had to rush, because if I know we're going somewhere new, I prepare a prying eye. But if I don't know, then I don't usually prepare one. Yeah.
Okay, that's the first I've known of that. Fine, cast it.
Okay. So as we get to that signpost, Acheron pulls a small marble from their pocket and kisses it and then touches it to their third eye spot on their forehead, and it starts to go ephemeral, ethereal, invisible as they chant, and it goes floating off after a minute. And I will... Again, it's invisible. It can see in the dark now that I can because of the blessing of the Aeon Stone, and it will go floating out following the trail. And I will check around the outside environs. And then I might even poke around inside, depending if there's any open spots to go into.
Okay. You see Fortune's Hall. It stands on a low hill surrounded by lush greenery of a swampy valley. In front of the building, you see a large scenic pond that is surrounded by stone benches and decorative wooden arch covered with roses and creeping vines. Water lilies cover the serene surface of the pond.
And Acheron will speak aloud what they're seeing as the eye floats around.
Alright, well, you can move your character and you tell me where you just use yourself as the eye.
Okay, so Acheron first would check around to the west. Looks like there's a building here.
A large stable stands 15 feet tall near Fortune's Hall. Just outside the stable is a famous wagon painted with Fortune's Hall distinctive red and violet colors.
Ah, and we know violet paint was on the horse.
Weeds growing around the wagon wheels indicate it hasn't been used in several weeks.
All right.
Inside the stable, you hear Can you hear things or just see them?
I think it's just sight.
I can only see.
I'll
Well, you can
verify.
see inside of the... I'm looking now. It's just like you can see that there's 3 starving, terrified horses that seem to
Aw.
be very distressed.
Okay. Since we've already gone that way, I think Ataran will send the eye north around the coach that's parked right out there, the wagon that's painted.
You see to the north, there is a garden surrounded by a wrought iron fence covered with creeping vines. Blooming buttercups grow in pots ringing the terrace. The center of the terrace contains several broken theater chairs piled into a heap.
Huh. All right. Ataran won't have the eye go over the fence yet. We'll have it go around first and head north.
All right, you head to the north and you just see 5 cabins that are arranged behind the hall, each with a single door and a small window. A few willow trees between the cabins provide some shade.
Mhm.
So these like 15 by 15 foot cabins.
All right. And on the back, it looks like there's stairs.
Yes, there's stairs there's a weathered wooden staircase that leads upstairs to a door, and it looks like there's a upper floor.
Oh, so you can get to the second floor from the back. All right. Atron will keep the eye going east a bit just to check into the woods near the edge and then come back.
There's nothing there.
And it seems
other
like
than woods.
There's another building to the east? Or is it just more woods?
Nope, that's more woods. There's nothing to the east.
Atron slowly brings the eye back down. We'll check out these, like, it looks like stone couches on the map.
Yep. It's literally stone couches and a small wall so you can sit and enjoy the pond.
That would normally be very nice.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. All right. Atron will send the eye back to that ivy-wrapped fence and send the eye in to take a closer look around, see if anything special about the chairs or anything else.
Yes. In the back, near potted plants, you see 2 children hiding from each other and playing with a small leather ball between the 2 of them.
Well, that's a nice sign.
Oh, yeah. Atron describes that as either likely illusioned children or maybe some sort of shape-shifting creature. That is something we will want to watch for carefully. That sounds ominous.
Everything's gonna kill you.
There's just 2 kids playing with a small leather ball. That's it. That's
Nope.
what you see.
Nope.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I get why you don't trust it.
I don't buy that.
Oh, come on. Kids love to play with balls. I used to play with them and hit them with my tail and knock them around, but then I kept deflating too many balls, and I don't do that anymore.
They did not let you play their games anymore?
No.
Hmm. Well, maybe one day you will lead them in a terrible storm.
Stupid reindeer club.
Atron will bring the eye back to the front. The doors are closed, correct?
Yes. Large mahogany double doors that open into Fortune's Hall are decorated with elaborate carvings of fey creatures, such as satyrs, sprites, and
What?
dryads.
Ooh.
Fake creatures. That. Okay, I wonder what's going on here.
Yeah.
The front doors are designed to impress.
Atron sends the eye formally into the stables just to make sure there's nothing hiding in there with the horses.
You go into the stables, you see 3 horses that are in really bad shape.
What about behind the cabin? Or the... Oh, I can't think. Behind the stalls?
Well, you're outside now, so...
Yeah, outside behind there. Anything
no,
there?
nothing. Nope.
Oh, okay. Atron will say, I can't get in the building. There wasn't any, like, open windows or anything.
There's
I
no
imagine.
way in.
Yeah.
It's a casino.
So
There's no way in.
I don't think my eye can find anything else out for us. Did you have something you wanted me to look at more closely before I bring the eye back?
If you searched enough, that's enough.
What about the children? Should we go, like, try and figure out the rules of their game? Or...
Steelscale, they are likely enemies. We are going to have to be very careful when we approach them.
I am not gonna fight children.
They are... Considering there's Fae on the door, maybe they are Fae that are playing a prank. Maybe they are illusions of some, I don't know, tricky... Unfortunately, we started much of our adventure with demons. Maybe they are demonic. I don't know, but considering what has happened there, I do not think we can immediately trust them just because they look like children.
Okay, but please understand that they might also just be children playing with a ball.
At a gambling hall?
Sure. I mean, what else do parents do with their kids if they have to bring them to the gambling hall?
Is there
Like, there's stuff for them to do here.
all right.
Unfortunately, that there's a level of optimism that I will not entertain, unfortunately. I think it is too likely they are in danger. But it's not like we are going to attack them outright. We just have to be very careful as we approach them.
Look, I'll go talk to them. It's fine, and I'll show you that they're just two normal, adorable children playing with a ball, and I won't hit the ball with my tail.
That sounds like a good idea. Lead the way.
Sure.
Okay.
Be very careful, please. Remember, if you get hurt, you use up what power we have to heal, and we are walking into a dangerous situation.
I won't get hurt. They're just children, and besides, I'm the invulnerable Steelscale.
Atron looks at Darius. Watch the children kick her butt.
Yeah, this is gonna be funny.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait. So, go back to where you want to be, Atron.
Yeah.
It looks like Steelscale's moving.
Yeah.
You told me to go play with the children. I was going to head over there.
Sorry, yeah. Well, that was just my eye. I just need to come back.
Okay. Yup. Now go. Okay, here we go. Go to the children. Children!
I'm gonna go with you, because, we
yeah.
all gotta go together.
I'll follow behind,
we'll
of course.
follow. Yeah.
I'm just...
Giant Steelscale who barely can fit anywhere.
If they turn out just to be children, I am in trouble.
She'll shrink down to large while moving around here, because at least she'll be able to maneuver a little bit. But yeah, she'll walk up to was that a fenced-in area, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's literally a fence. You see a garden terrace surrounded by a wrought iron fence covered with creeping vines. There's buttercups growing in pots rigging the terrace, and there's in the middle broken theater seats and stuff. They're piled up in a heap, and you see two children playing with a ball, and they're by the pots.
Hi, kids. I'm a big dragon.
Oh, dear God.
What game are you playing? Can I play with you?
I'm a big dragon.
Sure. They look at you yes, we're just playing with a little ball, and they're just tossing it back and forth, and they kind of try to hide behind the plants a little, hee hee.
Steven, what is wrong with their faces?
I don't know, they're weird looking kids.
They're just kids.
I'm looking at the tokens and I'm like, oh my god!
That's what kids look like. Kids are weird.
That's what kids look like!
Kids are weird. I don't have a lot of kid tokens, okay? Kid tokens are they're slim pickings when it comes to finding tokens to represent children.
Quick hap, use wild empathy. Children are a lot like wild animals.
I'm literally just had to find something.
I see their face and I'm like, we gotta fireball these kids.
No, you're not.
Wait.
No. Nope.
Hey,
Nope.
kids, do you know what happened to all this furniture? It looks all broken.
I don't know. Our parents are in there playing games. We're just out here playing.
See, I told you, they're just out here playing. It's fine.
In some sort of check about a bullshit check. Can I do a bullshit check?
Yeah.
Sure, you can do a BS check.
Is it a secret or do I roll it?
Of course it's secret. No, of course it's
Alright.
secret. Everything's secret. You think it's true. In fact, you actually, throughout this area, there's music playing.
Oh, okay.
In fact, there is actually outside, it's being piped all around. And this is, it's actually very nice. This hall, now that you're by it, there's several outbuildings. There's a broad clearing with a dense stand of trees in this swampy area. However, it is top notch. Many buildings in Absalon would be jealous of this building. It is absolutely splendid, this building, from the outside. And you actually can hear tinny music that echoes just around the whole area from the swamp and like everything. Like, and now you're close to it, you can just hear there's just music everywhere. So, anyhow, yeah, the kids are playing, and it looks like this area was designed for the kids. And
Ataran will call out, "Do you know what has been scaring the horses?"
no, they're just sort of playing with their little ball. You can see the ball's actually like leather with gold stitching in it. It's actually pretty cool.
Ooh, fancy.
High quality ball.
Ataran looks at the others. "I am very concerned about what is happening here."
Do the kids look like malnourished or dehydrated
Dirty or
Yeah.
You are, let's see,
like excessively dirty, like not taking care of kids as opposed to playing in the yards dirty.
you're 150 feet away from the kids.
Oh my
They
god!
look fine.
I'm gonna scale the fence and drop down on the other side and go talk to them.
We'll just knock the fence over so we can go too.
No, it's wrought iron. It's fine.
Don't knock the fence over.
Also, I'm still too big.
How tall is the fence?
I don't know. I mean, you could probably climb over it. It's not that tall.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, because if it looks too big for Atron to climb over, Atron would say, "Oh, wait,
I mean, it's like you could easily climb over it.
please just wait so we can go together."
Stop. As soon as Steelscale. Oh no, yeah, there. Steelscale is going near the door, near the middle of that furniture.
Yeah, I gotta walk past it to get to the kids.
Uh-huh. You hear a click.
Oh.
Give me... Let's call it a reflex save, shall we?
Ooh, I rolled great. 23.
Oh no.
That's a 5 on die.
Oh no!
Alright, let's do a couple things. Okay. First of all, as you hear the click, the furniture explodes in your face in all directions.
Yep, that sounds about right.
And it does... Let's roll this, shall we?
Someone really doesn't like theater here. This is making me think of Lamott's Theater in Ravenloft.
Okay. The furniture explodes. You try to duck out of the way, fail horribly, and take 41 points of damage as you get hit on every part of your body with flying furniture.
Wait, what kind of damage? Fire?
Slashing.
Slashing. Oh,
You're just filled with tiny little pieces of wood.
It's a shrapnel bomb.
Ouch.
It was a shrapnel bomb. And then the kids laugh at you, and then...
Hey, that's not funny. That hurt. Ow. I have so many splinters.
Oh no.
Roll for combat!
Ooh. Should we just
Wait,
pick up
combat.
the
We're fighting them? I did not see this coming.
I know, right?
Well, suddenly these kids laugh and laugh and laugh, and the kids get pretty evil looking. You fell for our trap, you stupid dragon.
Told you so.
Little do they know, the dragon springing their trap was our plan all along.
Well, the dragon did a good job of blowing up that area.
Yay!
Take the hit. All right, so start there next time.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, yeah.
I think so too.
Ooh, and you finally get to fight things that are
Not xulgaths.
not level 8 anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tag
Let's
team
look
children.
here. Oh, I see a couple level 15s in here.
Ooh, it's gonna get exciting.
Mm-hmm. Explosive furniture trap. It's a shame I didn't get the rest of you, though.
That's cool. I liked that.
Oh, no. I wish more of you were here. Oh, well.
Yeah. Wait, stop, don't.
I mean, that's out of character. That is 100% why I went by myself.
Oh, you also get a minus 10... You also get a minus 10 penalty to your spell.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
There's just a big piece of timber sticking out of your knee. Oh,
Right?
oh, ooh, ow.
That's... This makes it hard to walk.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Three-Ring Adventure, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, if you run out of range of your party healer, it's your own damn fault and you deserve to die.